So, a lot of what we've been doing in here has been graphing. We've graphed lines. We've graphed lines different ways. Sometimes the standard form is better. Sometimes point slope form is better. Sometimes slope intercept form is better. We've learned how to solve equations different ways. We can solve them by graphing. Sometimes that's easier. Sometimes factoring is the easiest way. Sometimes quadratic formula is the easiest way. Sometimes completing squares is the easiest way. We're trying to give you lots of different weapons here to attack problems with. Graphing in vertex form is a different way to graph it. You can normally graph problems like y is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 7. You find the vertex, which is negative b over 2a. Then you pick points around it. Then you fill in the, make an input-output table and you graph it, right? We've also graphed problems like we do with absolute values where you just shift it. That's kind of what we're going to be doing today here. So standard form, we've already learned how to graph that. Today, though, we're going to be graphing in vertex form and figure out how to get it into vertex form. Okay. So to graph this one, first we're going to have to know what the parent function is. The parent function is just y is equal to x squared. And if we make a standard input-output table for that, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Let's see here. Well, -2 squared is 4. -1 squared is 1. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. Then we get 4. If we did 3, that would be 9. Something kind of cool there. Let me look at that. So I start off, my basic graph is at 0, 0. Then -1, 1, and 1, 1. 2, 4, and -2, 4. Do 3 be 3, 9, and -3, 9. Fun little fact here. You notice we went over 1, then up 3, right? So we kind of went over and then up 1, then plus 3, and then plus 5. You notice the pattern there? 1, 3, 5, 7. Yep. And that holds. Okay. So this is our basic parabola. So if I want to graph this parabola right here, y is equal to 2 times x minus 1 plus 4. We're just going to do it like we did the absolute values. So y is equal to 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 4. So the first thing I have to do here with the -1, always start inside the parentheses, work out, order of operations. Start inside the parentheses here, and where do I move it? To the right or to the left?
Right.
To the right one. So it would be here. So 1, and then 3, 3, 4, 5, 1. That's our intermediate one. The 2 in front. What does the 2 make it do? Stretches it. We're multiplying everything by 2. So instead of going up 1 here, we're going to go up twice as high. We're going to go up to 2. Instead of going up to 4 here, we're going to go up to 8. Instead of going up to 9 here, we're going to go up to 18. Instead of going up to 1 here, we're going to go up to 2. double all the y values. So I'm going to 4, we're going to go up to 8. 9, go up to 18. And then last, what does the plus 4 do? Shout it out. Shifts everything up 4. So my final graph would look like this. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. So what is that? 2, let's go up to 6. Then 2, let's go up to 6. What is that? 8, let's go up to 12. 8 up to 12. And I'm not going to go 22 off the chart there. So that's graphing in vertex form. We just do our regular shifts. Just kind of do our regular shifts here. I'm going to pause, let you talk about this with your team for a second, just so you get in your head a different way. Just follow the order of operations. Do everything inside the parentheses first. Then do any multiplication next. Then any addition, subtraction. All right, now, sometimes they don't give it to you in vertex form, and you're like, but hey, vertex form would be easier for this problem. So we have to put in vertex form. You'll notice in vertex form, that's a perfect square, isn't it? We get to complete the square. It's exciting. So, we're going to complete the square for this problem. Just like we did the other problems, I'm going to get this number on the other side here. Okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to x squared plus 4x. And I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. Just like that. There are other ways to do this. That's fine too. This is just one method. Now that I've got the minus 7 over here, I'm going to complete the square. What do I need to add to this side to complete the square? Well, plus 4, yep. Because divide this by 2 and it's going to be 2, right? So 2 times 2 is 4. But if I add 4 to this side, I have to add 4 to this side, don't I? So those are the numbers I have to add to complete the square. I'm going to get y minus 7 plus 4 is equal to x minus 2 squared. Suggestions, what should I do next? Yes?
Wouldn't it be x plus 2?
Yes, it would be plus 2 squared. Your teacher sucks like a shop vac. Okay. So how about we combine these? Okay. Y minus 3 is equal to x 20x plus 2 squared. But if I want to graph it, I've got to get the y equals, so I've got to get y by itself. Well, how do I get y by itself here? I'm just going to add the 2 back. Plus 3, plus 3. And now it's in vertex form. And now it's in vertex form, so now I can graph it. I'm going to start with my original function again here. 0, 1s, then 4s. And this one doesn't have an a value in front, so this is pretty easy to graph. We just need to shift it which way? To the left, how many? Yep, we do the opposite of this. Because if it's negative 2 in there, it'd be 0. So we're going to go left 2. there, there, there. And the plus 3 means we're going to shift it up. Everything up 3. And that's our graph. Once again, I'll pause, let you talk about with your team, ask any questions.